Alright, here we go. Hi. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farce here. I, Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, and Aiden English here. And today on Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash on Inside FS, we're going to see the match we saw yesterday on Dynamite or Might, where we will see King Valkyrie fight Freddy Krueger again, and that's bound to be a good match, Joey Styles says. Now I understand Jonathan Coachman says that someone watched that film and someone said that it was a bad film. Well, even though they have the right to their belief, thought, or take, we took that off our film, you know. So if you have the right to your thought or your belief or your take, you know, but we took it off the film because that's what we do. Scave us if you want for that. I don't truly care. Go on and say, oh, that we're taking away someone's right to free speech away from them. Well, we're not, since we're not the Gabber, Reich, Rodemeyer law mode. So we're not taking anyone's rights or freedoms away from them, Jonathan Coachman says. But anyway, getting back on that, we're going to see King Valkyrie fight Freddy Krueger here today. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Aiden English says. We are going to see, yes, Joseph and Jonathan, both Hebrewish borrowed names. But anyway, we're going to see Freddy Krueger here today, you know, and he wants another match with King Valkyrie. So now I can't stand up now. So let me guess, Freddy Krueger says. First, I can't even stand up. Yesterday I lost my match with King Valkyrie, but it was only out of the grounds, you know, that I had to fuck around with my hat. And if that didn't happen, there's no way King Valkyrie would have beaten me yesterday. So I'm gonna have another match here today, and well, so you want me to fight you again, Frederick Krueger? Is that what you want? Because we all know Frederick is a Germish English name, since it belongs to both speeches. And that's what you want, huh? You want me to fight you again. Because apparently it seems in your mind that the Nightmare Fiend could not lose to someone like me. Oh no. And I'll give it to you. If it was the dream world or the nightmare world, then yeah, you would have the upper hand with all your fiendish might and slay and all kinds of shit. But in the true world, you don't got no fiendship. You have no might or slay. But that kind of makes you out to be a weakling. Because since the only way you slain all those folks in all of your 9 films was through their dreams, which you made them become nightmares, you know. And we all know about all the evils. We know about the sinful, unlawful things you did when you were alive, before you died, before Lucifer gave you the rank of Nightmare Fiend. God, I don't know who had that rank before you. It may have been Sleepwalker for all I know. First off, Freddy Krueger says, I am still the Nightmare Fiend. Lucifer didn't take that rank away from me. And I've slain many folks in all my 9 films that I have been in. And if it was in the dream world or the nightmare world, I would have my might and slay and fiendship. Well, sadly, This is not the dream world. I can't stand up anymore. Come on. Stand up. Now I can't stand up anymore. But sadly for you, this is the true world, not the dream world, not the nightmare world, not the night fear world. You know, whatever world you happen to fee into. So, you want another match for the TWF 24/7 winnings? Alright, I'll give that to you. Oh yeah. And we all know Freddy Krueger says that I'm going to be the winner. We all know at the end of the day, I'm going to be the TWF 24/7 fighter. And shit. Well, here comes Astronema now. The matchmaker. Shit, stand up. Stand up. Fuck. Here's Astronema now, the matchmaker of the toy wrestling gathering. And here's Ecliptor. So, Astronema goes, it seems to me, Frederick Krueger, that apparently you... Fuck! Stand up! It seems to me, Frederick Krueger, that you are irked that you lost to... Stand up! Stand up! It seems to me, Frederick Krueger, that you're irked that you lost your match to King Valkyrie, and you think that if you were in the dream world or the nightmare world, then you would have the upper hand. Well, let me tell you something, Freddy Krueger. You're going to get what you want. But at the end of the day, you're not going to like it. Because King Valkyrie beat you once, then King Valkyrie is going to beat you again. So here today, on Impact, on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer, we're going to see King Valkyrie fight Freddy Krueger for the TWF 24/7 winnings. And that match or fight starts now. And also Ecliptor says, Ecliptor goes, we don't want to hear the forgiveness that your hat or cap was the grounds to why King Valkyrie got the upper hand on you and beat you yesterday. So-called Nightmare Fiend. Shit. Stop it. Stand up. Well, alright, Jonathan Coachman says. Alright, Joey Styles says. Now we have the match for the TWF 24/7 winnings now. Yes, we do, Jonathan Coachman says, Joey Styles. And it's going to be a great match. Oh, well, I hope that Freddy Krueger or Frederick Krueger or whatever you want to call him, Aiden English says, I hope the Nightmare Fiend ends up beating King Valkyrie and becomes the new TWF 24/7 fighter. This is for the TWF 24/7 winnings. First, he is Freddy Krueger and she is the TWF 24/7 fighter, King Valkyrie. Ding. Well, here comes Freddy Krueger, and King Valkyrie just took down Freddy Krueger again. King Valkyrie body slamming Freddy Krueger, Joey Styles says. And I wonder if Freddy Krueger's hat or cap is going to be a bind for him again, Joey Styles said. I don't know, Jonathan Coachman said. As of right now, it doesn't seem to, his hat or cap doesn't seem to be in the way of anything right now, Jonathan Coachman says. I tell you what, Aiden English says, Freddy Krueger has lost more matches than he won, being in the toy wrestling gathering since 2012 YL, Aiden English said, since they got him from Game Again back in the day. Freddy Krueger getting beat up again, Aiden English says. And we also need to talk about Astronema having a bind where she kept on falling down in a ring. I know that's been going on since 9 between 99 YL. You know, when the toy wrestling gathering began, Aiden English says. King Valkyrie coming in. Oh, down goes the Fight Lord. Freddy Krueger just took down King Valkyrie. Well, the Fight Overlane fell down, Joey Styles says. And he's been around since 9 between 98 YL. Down, oh, King Valkyrie. Is that the forgiveness or the kindness of Freddy Krueger? Joey Styles said the Nightmare Fiend does not have any kindness or onlook or love for anyone or anything, only himself. And he's got those claws, he's got that glove, you know. Oh, and now King Valkyrie got the upper hand on Freddy Krueger, Joey Styles said. Who would have thought that someone would get the upper hand on the Nightmare Fiend, Freddy Krueger himself, Jonathan Coachman says. She only got the upper hand since it's in a true world, and not in the dream world, or not in the nightmare world, Aiden English says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF 24/7 fighter, King Valkyrie. And it seems that Freddy Krueger has once again lost to King Valkyrie here today on Impact on Axs TV or Smash and Inside Farseer, Joey Styles says. So I'd like to know what Freddy Krueger's forgiveness will be this time, Joey Styles said, since he didn't win. I don't know what his forgiveness will be, Jonathan Coachman says. I don't know if he can guilt his hat or cap this time, or guilt it that he's in the true world and not in the dream world, Jonathan Coachman says. Well, speaking of that, Aiden English says, I would like to know what Freddy Krueger's forgiveness is. Because that's the only way that King Valkyrie ever got the upper hand on him, was since it was in the true world, not in the dream world or nightmare world. Take it away, Tony Schiavone. Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with King Valkyrie here today on Impact on Axs TV or Smash and Inside Farseer. Alright, King Valkyrie, we all know that you came from Ollie's, and we all know that we all know you came from Ollie's, and we all know you are still the TWF 24/7 fighter. Oh, that's right, Joey Styles. I came from Ollie's. But we all know where Freddy Krueger came from. He came from Games Again, which is no longer around anymore. And he's been bitching and ranting about how he hasn't won a match. He's lost more matches than he won in the TWF since 2012 YL. Well, you need to get over yourself, Freddy Krueger or Frederick Krueger. You go around calling yourself the Nightmare Fiend, you know, but at the end of the day, you aren't nothing. Don't guilt it on, you can guilt it on, oh, it's the true world and not the dream world. But at the end of the day, I beat you. And I could tell you one thing right now, Frederick Krueger, or Freddy Krueger. You will never win my TWF 24/7 winnings. I don't care if you are a Nightmare Fiend or not. I don't care if you can shift a dream into a nightmare, or whatever the fuck you do. You know? I beat you, deal with it. Well, we do know that Freddy Krueger or Frederick Krueger, or whatever you want to call him, is not going to deal with it well. We already heard him bitch and rant yesterday about losing to you. Yeah, Tony Schiavone, he can do a lot of bitching, a lot of ranting. He can, say it's unfair, that he should have beat me, that it should have been in a dream world and a nightmare world where he would have had the upper hand on me with his fiendship and his flay and might. But at the end of the day, who gives a shit? I beat him. He needs to deal with it. Alright, that's my talk with King Valkyrie, or Granhilda. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, Tony Schiavone, for talking with King Valkyrie here today on Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. I, Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, Aiden English, we hope you like Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash on Inside FS, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.